I'm joined by the Italian political analyst Vincenzo Scarpetta, who's a member of the think tank Open Europe. Vincenzo, good to see you. I can't ever remember, and I'm sure you can't, Silvio Berlusconi ever taking a backward step. It must have shocked Italy, this.
Yes, exactly. It was very uncharacteristic of him today. His plan was quite clear. He wanted to bring Mr. Enrico Letta's government down, but then, because of a rebellion from within his own party, he had to backtrack. And in the end, he gave that speech that we saw in the report before in the Italian Senate, saying that he was going to vote the confidence because Italy needs a government. But in reality, he knew perfectly where things were going, and he knew that there was this rebellion going on, and that Mr. Letta would have won the vote with or without Berlusconi's support.
But it would be silly to say that just because he's had rebellion within his ranks that he's finished, but it certainly would have weakened his power base, won't it?
I do think Berlusconi comes out of today's confidence vote weaker, but I'm always very, very cautious when it comes to claiming that he's politically dead, because over the past few years, he has bounced back so many times. Just think of the February elections, where he was behind in virtually all the opinion polls and then almost managed to win them. So definitely this is not the end of Berlusconi's political career, but he has just been dealt a huge blow, I think.
I mean, he's a remarkable survivor. He's been dominating the political scene for what, 2 decades now, I suppose. But the very fact that people within his own party were willing to question him this time certainly might suggest the beginning of the end, however long it takes.
Yes, I think it's quite significant that one of the rebels was the Deputy Prime Minister, Angelino Alfano. I mean, he has been a huge Berlusconi loyalist so far. So that means that Berlusconi's leadership within the Italian centre-right is being challenged. Again, the next steps will also be important for Berlusconi, because as everyone knows, he is facing a vote to be expelled from parliament as a result of his tax fraud conviction, and then he will have to serve his 1-year sentence. So there are tough days ahead for Il Cavaliere.
I mean, can you see him ever really serving that sentence, going to jail? Is that ever going to happen?
No, he's not going to jail, but it's going to be either house arrest or community service. He will have to make the decision.
I guess the question is which house. He's got plenty of them. But what did the Italian public make of him? I mean, because I suppose in some ways he's been a laughing stock, but he's also been a substantial figure on the scene that a lot of people may like.
Yes, he still enjoys large public support in Italy, and he has been through so many trials so far. But there are people in Italy who genuinely think that he has been the victim of a conspiracy by left-wing judges. So, as I said, Berlusconi will continue to be an important figure in Italian politics as long as he has this public support.
I mean, without him, it will be a much less colourful scene, but will it be easier for the rest of Italian politics to kind of get on with business once he's left the scene?
It may be, or it may not be. No one really knows, because at the moment his influence on the Italian centre-right is still very, very large and very powerful. So, and as I said before, I don't think he's going to retire peacefully now. So we may have to wait a bit to see what Italian politics without Berlusconi look like.
Vincenzo Scarpetta, good to talk to you, no doubt. We'll probably still be talking about him in 5 years' time. Thank you very much.